Hey, we're back. It's John Stothton again, Fortune 500 CFO, and surprisingly, 1993 World Cycling Tour champion. You already know, it's fucking John Stothton. I do it all. Today, we're here to talk about something important, maybe, if you're in the US, but today I have back today, if you remember, my tech advisor, Bill Chafton, and political advisor, Jack Walshman, to talk about what happened last week at the Capitol. Yeah, why don't you guys kick it off?
Hey, what's up? What's going on, John? You know, things got a little hectic, about a week ago. You know, things got a little wild. But,
It's a little more than just wild.
Well, let's do a little I guess you could do a little recap for the listeners,
Sure, Jack. So yeah, I mean, in case you live under a rock, last week there was quite some crazy behavior at the U.S. Capitol. When I say crazy behavior, it was fucking just a massive shit show of riots and Trump trains, and it went a little too far. I mean, they literally almost overthrew the government, one could say.
Well, I don't know about that. I think you're being hyperbolic now. But, I'd say
honestly, I think they sucked that they weren't able to. But I mean, I mean, they were in there. They broke into the Capitol, Jack.
Yeah, but did you see these guys?
Yeah, but they were in huge numbers. Huge numbers.
I don't know if it was that huge. What are we talking about here?
It was a few hundred people, I think. There.
That's come on.
Somehow they made it inside. I mean, normally
it was more than that.
Normally I only talk tech stuff,
think so.
But this one really pissed me off.
I mean, yeah.
The lack of technology, is that they didn't plan it better, or?
I mean, I guess. I mean, I would think like the Capitol building or any government building would have enough tech to, I don't know, some sort of fucking landmines or some shit at the top that they just blow these fuckers up with.
I know. It's all shit. That's the thing. I mean, just to clarify, the Congress was meeting to certify the votes to certify the votes and basically certify that Biden will actually be the next president. And when they did, the same day, or I think the same day, Trump held some fucking rally or whatever. And he started saying all this bullshit about we need to fight and blah blah. He basically started like hyping these fucking retards up.
So he basically instigated. So it wasn't really planned in advance then.
It seemed like people knew that was going to happen. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really into politics, but
it's hard to say how. Clearly there wasn't that much planning that went into it. Yeah, I mean, clearly it wasn't planned. If it was planned, not so well. But he definitely fired him up. And then all these dumbasses with face paint and this fucking gear that you could probably buy this hockey gear you could buy at Walmart or some shit. They're fucking running to the Capitol building, acting like they're about to change the world.
Hell yeah, man! That's the whole point.
Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna break in here, and they're like, "Oh shit, there's people here." Oh, you know what? Damn. There's 100 people in the building. I guess that means that Trump wins. We're just gonna have to undo the Biden thing because you guys convinced us. You're in the building.
I know. That's the thing.
Fucking idiots.
That's the thing. There's just it was a shit show on both sides. It was just stupid. I mean, look, these people, I don't know what they were expecting to happen when they just charged in there with their fucking faces painted, like they're at a fucking
a football game or some shit.
Like they're at a fucking Dolphins game or some shit. I
mean, the only thing I can possibly think, if I had done that, if I had run up those stairs, my only expectation would be, okay, when I get to the top, I'm going to get shot in the face. That's just what I would assume would happen. When like,
that's what would happen here.
Because you can't do that.
So there you go.
You can't do that stuff. However, people were just kind of got in there. They were just like, oh yeah, we're kind of like, we'll resist, but like we'll let you. It's like, what? I mean, I would assume like you just get mowed down when you get to the top.
Yeah.
I mean, like, do you see the ones with like the old lady and the cops like helping her down the stairs? It's like you storm the Capitol and you can barely go up the fucking stairs. Like you should be fully expecting that you're gonna get like riot shielded back down the stairs when you get to the top.
Yeah.
And then,
that's the thing.
Or
tased.
I'm gonna sue you.
Where's
probably.
the trap doors? I mean,
trap doors. Well, I mean, I know you got shit like that hooked up. I know you got shit like that hooked up in your building, John. But I don't think the government can afford that.
Yeah.
You try and stop. I mean, I know from experience. I know from my own experience. I've seen it happen where people try and walk up into John's building, one of his buildings, without proper authorization. They get fucking. They basically get fucking torched.
Yeah. There's many things that you're not getting in here. I mean, I'm a bit upset to see how easy it is to get into the Capitol, and I don't know. They need to reallocate taxes or something. I mean, there's no. I mean, what did you say it was? A few hundred? I thought it was a few thousand.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Know.
If it was 20,000 people and they tried to get in here, dude, I wouldn't even know. I'd be so heads down. I wouldn't even hear what's going on outside. They'd be in the fucking pit. They'd be torched.
Nice, dude.
That's what the Capitol needs. They need something. They need a John Stothton defense. That's what they need.
I know. They can't afford that though. They can't afford that shit.
Where's the military in all this? I mean.
Well, that's the thing. It's a shit show on every side. So the people storming are fucking totally not thinking it through. I don't know what they were thinking, but then like they get in there.
Have you seen them? They don't look like they think very much. Have you seen these fucking people?
Clearly.
In the pictures?
Yeah.
They look like all they do is rip cigs, chug monsters, and go to Applebee's. Like, give me a fucking break.
I know.
Rip cigs.
Really. But then they get in there and it's like
up in the top there in the old noggin.
I know. But then they get in there and it's like where are all the people who are gonna fucking like you said, where are all the people who are like you said, Bill, where are all the people who are gonna mow these fuckers down? Like they're just like
I would just expect that's what happens when you do that. Like when you get to the top, that's what you're expecting is like, oh, I'm gonna die, right?
Yeah.
Because that's like you can't do that.
I mean, maybe you and I are just maybe you and I are kind of are spoiled from how it goes in John's building, but like.
I mean, dude, it took me 6 weeks just to get clearance into his building when I came for the last one.
I know. I walked in there once.
They did like 15
You make one wrong move
here.
You make one wrong move here. I mean, I can know your name, but you know me. I'm so fucking busy. I didn't even know this shit was happening at the time. And when I saw it, it's just like, what the fuck is going on there? And like, why is this such a problem? How
I know.
How they not just stop that? I mean,
like these people should just been mowed down, and it's like, all right, let's go for lunch.
I'm too busy to you know.
Exactly. It's like, oh damn, I got to put on my rain boots to walk over all these fucking bodies out front.
Yeah.
I mean, even Jack, I've known Jack for so many years. We're in touch almost every day. But if you get me at the wrong time and you miss that clearance, I mean, it might be the last time we ever speak. I hate to say, but
that's the thing. There's
no filter. There is no filter.
Yeah, I know. You actually have rotating clearance for hourly time slots. That's how busy you are. And I've experienced this. I didn't realize this at first when I first met you. I tried to just grab you in the hallway, and I was immediately accosted and put in solitary for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
I don't even know where I was.
I remember that.
It was. I mean, it was.
Damn.
I don't even know what part of the world I was in at that point. Just some hole in the wall. But like.
Yeah, but I mean, you were there for weeks.
That's how strong.
I didn't even know, and once I found out, I was like, "Oh shit!" I mean, what? Jack, we'll get him out of there. How the fuck did he get there? What?
Yeah, I mean, I get it now. You reimbursed me for the time. So it's not a big deal.
Yeah, dude.
But I'm just saying,
my security is doing
you don't
what they're
fuck around.
supposed to, so.
Yeah, they were on it. So I mean, it's like So then it took like forever for the National Guard to finally be deployed. And it's just like they were like in the fucking building, fucking around with all their shit. And like it was only like after they were like actually breaking into like they're actually breaking through the windows when finally like some of these federal officers finally started letting some fucking bullets fly.
But how are they breaking through the window? Like what kind of windows? I mean, Bill, there's got to be But aside from like bulletproof glass, thick glass, I mean, there's got to be. It's fucking 2021, guys. Come on,
listen,
like
I think
there's got to be something
I
to. I mean, flamethrowers, lasers.
You would
something.
think so.
I know.
You would think so, John. I think the reason why those, those windows are probably 100 years old. They're probably not even like safety glass. But I think the reason is because they never in a million years would expect a dumb enough group of people to try to do something like this. I mean, leave it to these fuckers to do it. You only need like 4 or 5 brain cells firing to do this shit. They probably never expect that anyone would like actually do it.
Yeah.
And
then that's probably what it is.
I mean, rule 1, security. Just assume anyone is always going to try to break. I mean, that's the point of security, not. I mean, you don't not put locks on your door because you're like, oh, I don't think anyone's going to try to break in, and no one should.
Yeah.
Well, this is also the government you're
but...
talking about, John. They're also not the brightest bunch of fucking people.
I mean,
Texas, man,
maybe they'll.
I hope when Biden comes in, they really realize a few things.
I think
please.
I think the reason this went down the way it did is because it's, I don't want to say social media, but it's the fact that everyone has phones, everyone's always recording, everyone's always live. So like, they're like, okay, well, they're not obviously going to shoot down, 2,000 people out front. Cause then, it would be like, they're like all over every media outlet in the world.
Well, they fucking, I don't know.
So they're probably like, if one person ran up and did that, you probably shoot them. It's like no big deal. But 1,000 people, they're like, oh, they're not going to be like, oh, the government's responsible for killing 1,000 people, because it will never be like those 1,000 people were doing something wrong.
Doesn't care.
It'll be like, oh, they did this to their own people, whatever bullshit. Which really makes you wonder. After all of this, it makes me wonder. I think we could have actually stormed Area 51. That's what I'm thinking. Out of all this,
that's a much better idea.
That would have been way better. I mean, look, all these fucks did this. I think we should have tried it. Maybe we should try it.
That's an interesting.
I'm not fucking try it.
I mean,
we can.
I would. The capital. You can probably get into there.
I would invest in that. I would back that. I'm curious. I want to know what's in there, and I've thought about it, but I'm just too damn busy. And
we got too much going on.
I've already got my researchers working on. They're probably ahead of Area 51, to be honest. I can't.
Yeah, that's not surprising. What we can do, basically we can pull a Trump move. We can throw some money and some some nice words and fire people up for them to go do it, and we can just basically use them like pawns and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine too. I'm not saying I would want to do it, but I think people could have gotten in there.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing some of that tech shit, to be honest, but see what they got really going on in there.
So
that's what they need at the Capitol, though. I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll have to pitch some stuff to the government. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I was gonna say maybe they should try and hire you as like a consultant for their future security. I don't know if they can. They probably can't afford. They probably can't afford you though, but
Yeah,
that's the thing. They can afford me.
Stothton torture pit below the the top of the stairs. Or whatever.
Oh yeah.
That's a start. I don't know if they could even afford that. It's a lot more complex than it looks.
Well, you know what? I mean, I'm never gonna tell anyone how to spend their money, but like if you ever had like $200 or $300 million, like no big deal that you just like didn't need at that particular month, like. That would be something good to donate it to. I'm just saying, like if you just like, damn, I have $100 million I got to get rid of because it's taking up too much space.
Yeah,
donate it for that. I think they would appreciate that. The people would appreciate that.
I definitely agree, Bill.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say I wish I could just sit down with one of these people, someone in that group, like the guy with the painted face or someone, and just calmly be like, all right. Just real calmly, explain to me what you thought the end game was going to be on that. Like what you thought. What you thought? Like in your fantasy, how did you think that was going to win?
Or how? I don't think he thinks much at all.
What did actually come?
That's the thing.
Out of all of this, they just trashed the Capitol basically and made themselves a bunch of idiots. That's pretty much...
they trashed the Capitol. They got shot, or like a couple of them got shot, and they got beat up and like tear gassed or whatever. And then they fucking left.
Disappointed.
And then they finished the Biden certification. Like that was it.
Disappointed, guys. Wow,
so,
what a load of shit for nothing. I mean, on both sides, man.
Really,
the Capitol. How the fuck did you let this happen?
Yeah, just Trump, totally stupid.
Come on. What are you doing, government? And all you fucking idiots that jumped on this, man. Yeah, I mean, I guess, I don't know, 4 or 5 brain cells, that might be overestimating. I don't know how many need to be firing just to keep your body alive, but seems like they got one more than that.
Clearly not enough.
What a interesting turn of events. I gotta stop here though, guys, because we're running out of time. It's good to have you again.
All right.
FYI, everyone listening. So I've actually had some requests from Bill and Jack for a while now, and I thought this was the perfect time to have them on. This was back in November they were actually asking, and that's how fucking long it took for some of my closest advisors to get back in here. And the Capitol government, you gotta fucking step it up. But
I mean, that's what's up.
I literally had to give a blood sample to get in your building, John.
Yeah,
exactly. I mean, I got all your shit on file, your fingerprints, your retina scans.
Yeah,
I know what's going on in your brain.
Blood. Someone else's.
Oh, you shouldn't be saying that, Bill.
I'm just kidding.
I know you're kidding because you'd be dead otherwise. But all right, that's really it for today, guys. Thanks for coming on, and thanks for listening. And all you dumb fucks at the Capitol and storming the Capitol, man, step it up.
Yeah.
Or kill yourself.